Hi guys, Panel Hopper here again. I am back. It's been about 3 weeks, but I'm finally here after moving and rioting in the UK and everything else to talk to you about the last superhero movie of the summer, Captain America. Now, I've said time and time again that I'm a huge Marvel fan. I prefer Marvel over DC or Dark Horse or Image or any other comic publishing house. So I was, of course, very excited about this movie. But I have my reservations too. I mean, much like Thor, Captain America is one of those characters that if you don't do it right, it comes across as completely ridiculous and entirely untenable as a proper superhero movie and just becomes a complete farce. And I'm happy to say that, like Thor, this was a movie that, despite its ridiculous premise and despite its uh, potential to become farcical, actually worked really, really well. I loved the way in which Captain America was able to make fun of itself. I loved the fact that the storyline was kept succinct and didn't, spend too much time laboring over, the war or Nazism or anything like that. And one of the best things about it, being British, I've kind of sometimes get a bit sick of American patriotism, especially in uh, comic book movies. 'Cause obviously, the majority of comic books are written by Americans, so a lot of them are very patriotic. But this one, which again could have been ridiculously patriotic, was not as heavy-handed as it could have been. So I really liked that about it. Things I didn't like about it. Some of the special effects overall were really, really good. It has to be said. That was one of the main selling points of the movie, was that, it wasn't ridiculous. It wasn't like over the top Michael Bay style explosions. It was just very, very appropriate is the best word. Appropriate special effects for the type of movie that it was. Um, but having said that, some of the special effects were quite ropey in places. I think the Red Skull's face looked a bit more rubbery than it should have done, and there were some kind of obvious green screen moments. But I really liked Captain America. I mean, much like Thor, I'm going to be comparing this movie to Thor a lot because it has a lot in common in terms of how ridiculous the character could have been and how well the movie was made. But like Thor, I wasn't the biggest fan of Captain America. Like, obviously, whenever you come across the Avengers or anything like that, you're going to come across Captain America. So I had some experience with the character, but the experience I've had wasn't great. I mean, I always kind of saw him as kind of the way that Mark Miller saw him in The Ultimates, which is kind of thuggish, xenophobic, and if not xenophobic, then at least very two-dimensional. He's all for liberty and justice, and that's kind of the only way that he thinks. But this movie really managed to sell not just the idea of Captain America as a hero, but Steve Rogers as a character as well. I think you really had an insight into the kind of motivation that Steve Rogers had to become Captain America, and it really helped kind of ground the story into a slightly more believable premise. Other things that I liked about it. I liked the fact that there were kind of callbacks to Thor and the other movies in the Avengers series, again, which really helped to do two things really. Cement Captain America as the cornerstone of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and also tie in the rest of the movies leading up to the Avengers together, so that when the Avengers comes, it makes sense. And having seen Captain America now, I think that I'm really hopeful that Captain America is a good kind of foreshadowing of how the Avengers movie will be. Because if Captain America is as good as the Avengers will be and Thor was, then I'm hopeful that the Avengers will be one of the best movies of summer next year. That and the Dark Knight Rises, of course. Anyway, I will sign off for now. I'm sorry for being away so long. My next few videos will be more regular. Bye!